What up, y'all? It's your guy Dawson from D&D TV. Thank you for rating, commenting, and subscribing. Everybody who's donated, those of you all who will, all of that information is in the description box below. Also, go over to my other YouTube channel, Dawson Speaks TV. Make sure you subscribe over there and hit that little bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. Now, let's get into this topic. Alright, now this video is for educational purposes, so as I approach this topic with respect, I need you all to please be respectful in my comment section. Thanks. Now look, I know I told you all to please be respectful in the comment section, but some of these stories, we just have to... Some of these stories, we just gotta let loose and just, we gotta say what we gotta say. In this story, I'm gonna do that, because I'm sick and tired of this stuff going on in the church. In the C0GIC church... You all have got to do something about all of these allegations for decades that are in your church and these bishops and pastors that keep acting out. Now, this story comes from Las Vegas, Sin City, and from the looks of it, the pastor and his wife have indulged in sin in that city. Now, I covered this story 9 months ago, but just recently, a lot of new information came out that I was not privy to, and I'm going to talk about it. Now, C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith and his wife, First Lady LaShawn Smith. Now, when I covered this story 9 months ago in the video I did, I told the pastor and his wife that if these allegations were not true, that you all needed to fight hard for your reputation. But in typical C0GIC fashion, the allegations in this particular denomination are almost always true. A Las Vegas pastor is accused of having inappropriate interactions with 3 women, including 1 family member and 2 women he referred to as his goddaughters. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith, 46 years old, was indicted by a grand jury for 11 felony charges. His wife, LaShawn Nicole Smith, was indicted on 2 felony charges. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith is the pastor of New Beginnings C0GIC Church, and his wife is First Lady of the church, according to the church's website. Now, a family member testified in front of a grand jury that C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith forced her to use adult toys when she was underage. The woman stated in court that Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith, C0GIC pastor, told her, listen to this you all, that God is telling me that it's important for you to do this. Take a breath. Did you all hear that? This is what's going on in some, not all, some of your churches, where a pastor can tell a young girl that God is telling me it's important for you to do this. And while I was doing research on this case, it seems that Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith has a history of using adult electronic devices. Dorothy Norwood had a song called Shake the Devil Off. He's trying to vibrate the devil off. Where does that make sense in the kingdom of God? Oh, I'm going to make it plain today, and I'm going to take my time with this. I'm not going to rush for nobody. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith told the young lady that God is telling me that it's important for you to do this, and he insisted that the adult toy would prevent her from ruining her life and giving into urges. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith, C0GIC pastor, later showed her how to use the toy and would tell her to meet him at hotels. Now, the woman testified in front of the grand jury, you all, that she reported the situation to the First Lady of the church, his wife, LaShawn Nicole Smith, who failed to contact the police. A second woman who testified said that she was a member of the church and that C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith begged her to perform an oral act on him. He blocked the stairway and dropped his pants. Take a breath. I have an honest question, you all. I do. Where's the presiding bishop of the C0GIC church, Bishop Sheard? His wife, Karen Clark. Where are you with these people are in your denomination? He's still an active C0GIC pastor. Where's Bishop Wooten? You have so much to say about everything else that's going on in the world. Come on, bruh. I know this is not Beyonce, this is not Disney World, but what do you have to say about one of your brothers in the church who dropped his pants? What do you have to say about it, Mother Frances Kelly? Y'all are so vocal on everything else, but you don't talk about what needs to be talked about in your denomination. And since no one in your denomination has enough balls to do it, I'll do it. C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith blocked the stairway and dropped his pants. The lady testified she panicked and eventually pushed him off. Then guess what, you all? A third woman testified that her family became involved with New Beginnings Ministry C0GIC Church when she was underage. The woman said that C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith texted her a photo of an adult toy. The woman told him that she did not want to use it. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith later brought up the adult toy again, telling her that the adult toys are not a sin and that he wanted to show her how to use one. The woman said that Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith would then use the toy on her at various locations, including at least 2 Las Vegas area hotels. After telling Pastor Smith's wife, the woman says that she received a text message from Pastor Bobby Smith stating, "You guys want to paint me to be like this monster or like I'm doing something wrong when I'm just trying to help." Really? Now, we're going in the second part of this video, so I need you all right now to hit the thumbs up button, all right? Right now, hit the thumbs up button because this mess has got to stop. I'm serious. This has got to stop. So please, hit the thumbs up button. I want everybody to see this video because I didn't make this stuff up. People always say, Dawson, you're making this. How am I don't expose anyone, you all. How can I expose something when the news, they had this story before I did. I didn't expose it. So please stop saying that. It's your churches, your entertainers, your gospel singers, just my opinion. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's go in the second half. Now, the woman testified in front of the grand jury that Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith requested a meeting, and when she showed up, he and his wife were both there, and he told her to perform sexual acts with his wife. Take a breath. The C0GIC pastor, y'all. And I can hear some of y'all now, well, why didn't they go call the police? Why didn't they make a report? Well, I'm getting to that. Let me get to it. North Las Vegas police started investigating the allegations against the pastor after the first alleged victim made a report. According to Detective Ashley Birchie, she learned that a third alleged victim had reported what happened in 2014 and that she was examined by a nurse at University Medical Center where they collected a kit. You all know what kind of kit they collected there. And Detective Ashley Birchie testified that Las Vegas Metro Police had closed the case. However, she reopened it. Man, thank God for Detective Ashley Birchie. I'm serious. Oh, well, Dawson, the church can handle their own. No, they can't. Because this was in 2014, and they just recently had to reopen this because these women are adults, and they're saying, not on my watch. Now listen to this. This just happened recently. Police executed a search warrant at C0GIC pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith's home in North Las Vegas. And guess what they found, you all? They found over 20 adult toys, according to Detective Ashley Birchie. Take a breath. Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith, LaShawn Nicole Smith, you all are caught. The grand jury indicted you all. It's a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap from there. But I want to ask this question to people in the C0GIC denomination, you bishop evangelists, all you super spiritual people, even if you're an atheist, whoever's listening to this. Why does a married pastor need 20 adult toys? Now, I'm not a prude. I know people have toys. They have toys for women. They have toys for men. I know that, y'all. Come on now. But the C0GIC pastor, married C0GIC pastor, had over 20 adult toys. Come on now, make that make sense. I'm serious, y'all. Now look, Pastor Bobby Cornelius Smith, his trial date actually is set for next month on July 17th. Mark that because I will be following it, all right? And his wife, First Lady Nicole Smith, she doesn't have a trial date yet. So I'm going to continue to follow this case. I'll give you all an update on it. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you all think about this video. And while you're at it, send this video to Bishop Patrick Wooten. Send it to the presiding bishop of the C0GIC Church, Bishop Sheard. To Karen Clark, his wife. Send it over there to Mother Francis. All of these people who have so much to say, but they won't address this. Tell them that a pastor in their denomination, his trial is set for next month on what, July 17th. And let them know what the allegations are, all right? And if you all want to find this story, it's online. You all can just, there's the story right there, and you all can read it for yourself so you can see I am not making this up, all right? Until next time, it's your guy Dawson. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.